The new girl wasn't doing too well. She was curled up in one of the cheap, uncomfortable plastic chairs when I walked into the break room, staring into space. Her scrubs were rumpled, messy bun slipping sideways off her head, blonde strands sticking out like she'd been pulling at her hair. Beneath the fluorescent lights, her skin looked waxy and pale. The two other nurses in the room were giving her a wide berth, casting anxious looks her way as if worried she was going to puke or pass out. Or worse, quit, like so many others had. Over my dead body. We needed her. I couldn't keep pulling back-to-back 15-hour shifts or I would burn out. I took a deep breath and strode toward her, ducking down by her side so if she did puke, I could dive out of the splash zone. She didn't seem to notice me. Not good. "Hey, Brinley, right?" I asked, keeping my voice low and calm. It was the same tone I used when speaking to sick children. She blinked and turned my way, her blue eyes glassy and unfocused like she wasn't really seeing me. This was borderline shock. I would know. I saw it almost every shift in at least one of my patients. Damn it. She was totally going to quit. I turned slightly to the side, keeping my eyes trained on Brinley. "Blanket?" The sound of shuffling feet told me someone was following the request, so I faced forward again and gave the new nurse my full attention. I'd gotten the gossip on her from another of my colleagues. According to them, Brinley had been a nurse for 3 years and recently transferred from a smaller county ER. This was her first time working in a trauma hospital. Some people did just fine in normal ERs, but cracked when they came here. We were inner city, in a metropolis known for its sky-high crime rates. Not a shift went by where we didn't see the worst of the worst. Stabbings, rapes, gunshot wounds, abuse victims, survivors of horrific car accidents, you name it. Tonight had been especially rough, even for me, and I'd seen so much shit that very little rattled me anymore. It could be scarring for someone new to a trauma center like Brinley, and I cursed her luck that this was her first unsupervised shift. A blanket appeared in my periphery. I took it without looking and wrapped it around Brinley's shoulders. She moved like an automaton, arms jerky as she clutched the ends together and tugged it tighter. "His chest," she said, so low I barely caught the words. "The whole middle was just missing." Ah, so she'd gotten the close-range shotgun wound. It was amazing the man was even alive when he arrived, and terribly sad because there was almost nothing we could do in cases like his. Too much of the heart, lungs, and other vital organs were shredded for someone to live through it. I heard he passed shortly after being rolled in. If Brinley had him, she would have gotten soaked through with blood. No wonder she was wearing different scrubs than earlier, and her hair still looked damp from having to shower it all off. "There was nothing you could have done," I told her. She sniffled, and her eyes finally seemed to focus on me. "I know, but God, I don't think I'll ever get that sight out of my head." "Don't worry. Tomorrow you'll see something equally traumatic, and that will take its place," a dark part of me thought, but I would never say something like that aloud. "Has anyone told you about the therapists?" I asked her. She nodded. "3rd floor, right? And if you're on a night shift and need to talk to someone, there's a 24/7 call line." Our hospital might overwork us, but it did an excellent job of prioritizing the mental health of its staff. We saw the same amount of daily trauma soldiers might face on a front line, and the burnout and PTSD rates were sky high because of it.